Today, we are literally taking our show on the road and we are stepping out into the woods of St. Louis, quite literally. I am at one of the most popular destinations for parks in our area, Tillis Park. And Tillis Park is at the edge of Brentwood and Ladue. It's considered the western part of Ladue. It is one of the only parks in the woods of St. Louis that is operated by St. Louis County, and it is open year-round. Tillis Park is full of so many fun activities for the entire family. There's playgrounds, a splash pad. There's also a walking trail that goes around the entire park. There's tennis courts, baseball fields, a lake to fish in, as well as picnic areas and shelters. Let's go over a brief history of Tillis Park. And originally Tillis Park was called the Rosalie Tillis Memorial Park. And the reason for that is that in 1932, C.A. Tillis sold his farm to the city of St. Louis, and that 75 acres became Tillis Park. The city operated it, started working on it, construction and renovations with some park facilities, grant funding. That all started in 1938, and it was finished before World War II. Then in 1957, St. Louis County purchased the land, and there have been several renovation projects, remodels for different shelters, as well as playgrounds throughout the park. Shelter was built. It's the Windeger shelter over by the pond at Tillis Park, and it was built with donations from Mr. Tillis's estate in memory of his good friend, Miss Windeger. The lake fountain was installed originally in 1998, and that was a donation from the Ohlendorf family of St. Louis. And then in 2015, the St. Louis County Parks Foundation replaced the fountain. You can fish in the lake. You do have to follow all of the fishing regulations from the Missouri Department of Conservation. They do stock it with bass, catfish, bluegill, and then in the wintertime they stock it with trout too. It is a very popular place to go fishing. Tillis Park has one big loop that you can drive through. We stopped at the SCO shelter, which is another one of the shelters that you can reserve for activities and barbecues. It does come as a smaller playground there that's got more of the climbing equipment for kids. And there's some other paths, and the ball fields are back there, which we'll head there now. After the SCO shelter, you just continue to drive the big loop through Tillis Park, and there is it almost looks like a service road that will bring you back to additional parking for the SCO shelter, as well as it'll bring you back to the baseball diamond, so you can play game, use the facilities, all the fun things. And there are, on this side, a bunch of little picnic areas where you can stop and enjoy a bite. I also, playing I Spy on the other direction, I spy Winter Wonderland decorations. More for that in a little bit. The path, trail, whatever you want to call it, that loops, it's a gravel trail. It goes the entire loop of Tillis Park, and there are fitness stops along it. If you do the entire loop, it's 1 whole mile. And St. Louis County actually has a really cool fitness program on their website. It's 30-30-30, and you can check it out for more information. One of the most popular traditions, at least for my family, here at Tillis Park is the annual Winter Wonderland. So Winter Wonderland is an electric light show, and the entire park is filled with displays and lights and Christmas decorations. You basically circle the entire loop through the park, and you make a donation to a charity for your vehicle to go through. They used to have where you could walk through Winter Wonderland, and that stopped, I guess last year was the first year they stopped that. So every year it starts the end of November and usually goes through the first week of January. I have now made it to the largest shelter in Tillis Park. This is the Gloria Rogers shelter, and it is the biggest facility, and it's the most amazing facility because it is in the dead center of the park. So you can see the big playground from here, you can see the lake, and then the loop is all the way around it. You are really close to 2 great bathroom facilities. Bonus points, I know, when you're hosting a big event at the park. This is a great shelter to rent for that. We saved the best for last. The playground, and it is a universal playground, so it's open for all ability levels, as well as a splash pad, which is open during the summer. And this school shelter behind us has the bathrooms that are open year-round. Well, the sun is setting, and we just finished the loop through Tillis Park. And as you can see, Tillis Park has something for everybody. Whether you're visiting Winter Wonderland in December, or visiting the playground in the spring, or walking the fitness track in the summer, or going fishing. There is literally something for everyone on these 75 acres. So you can visit St. Louis County's website to learn more about reserving picnic areas and or some of the shelters that we highlighted in this video. If you're interested in more information about the woods of St. Louis, real estate in the greater St. Louis area and our surrounding communities, please make sure you click that like, subscribe, and follow button. Until next time, we'll see you in the woods.